In yesterday's video, I asked if you knew why this stuff here is all in water. Well, there's I think there's two reasons. One, which I think someone commented, I can't remember, is that, it keeps dust off it and things like that. Yes, it's true, although that's not really so much of an issue because, like, if it's going to go through the tumbler anyway, then it's gonna, all that's going to come off. The main reason is most of the parts, or at least half the parts, they've got threads on them, little sort of fine parts, and sort of when they're part way through tumbling, grit from the tumbling process, dust and things like that, if you let it dry, then it ends up with sort of this grainy dust sort of just on the threads and in the little areas, and it's not perfectly clean. So we just got into the habit of before, during and after any of the tumbling processes, we just keep the stuff in water. I think someone else mentioned oxidizing layers or anything like that. Not with titanium, certainly. Like, water's never going to do anything to it, air's never going to do anything to it. Like, you put, doctors, surgeons put it in your body. Even your body can't do anything to titanium. It's sort of impenetrable. So I'm down here just very briefly because I just thought I'd show you a little bit of the process on tumbling. I'm not actually going to run the tumbler, but I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing today. Now, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to sort of come down, show you it. My dad's coming down later on. He's going to do the sort of actual tumbling of these. But we have got a bunch of these to go today. These are like titanium pill pots. These are the short bases. I am pretty much out of them at the house in terms of stock. So we've got sort of raw finished ones here. They just need to be tumbled. So I'll show you the process. Now, truthfully, very truthfully and honestly, I will not show you the exact process. It's taken me hundreds of hours and quite a bit of money and just dozens and dozens and dozens, maybe even hundreds of split tests as well. So to get my finishing process, both with this tumbler and this tumbler, the surface finish on my titanium products, it's quite well known. It's known for having that smooth finish, just very, very sort of easily identifiable, and people can tell a lot of work goes into it. And so I don't want to share exactly what my process is, not really for you watching, but there is people out there who maybe make titanium stuff already, and they can just easily grab my process for free if I share it, which I kind of don't want to do. It's been a year and a half of testing. I'm still testing now, and if I show you my exact process, it's like I've lost a bit of an advantage, I feel. So I hope that makes sense, but I'll give you pretty much, like, if someone was smart enough, they could read between the lines and like pick it out, I think. So that there is rough cut. That is ceramic, and these are like triangles. I'm not quite sure what they call them. They're like triangles, but a little bit squint. So that's rough cut. That's what does the initial sort of grinding down and wearing down of the titanium. It sort of breaks the edges. Just, it's very rough stuff. So that's the first part of the process. That there is a ceramic media. Someone told me it was porcelain. I'm not so sure about that, but it's a bit of a smoother media, and that's like the next stage. So it's like going from rough sandpaper to a smoother sandpaper. It's just the next stage. It doesn't wear a lot of the titanium away. It just gives it a bit of it cleans it up, basically. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. After that, that media there is called plastic media. It's little pyramid-shaped media, plastic, and inside it is infused like grit, a particular grade of grit, and that's like gives it the kind of final, nice, smooth finish. So it doesn't really wear anything away at all. I mean, you can put it in there for a long time. It's not going to take a lot away. It's just like going over a piece of metal or a piece of wood with a very smooth sandpaper. Just gives it a nice finish, assuming you've done all the previous work as well. Now that's pretty much it. I've missed out one or two steps, There's another media there I won't show in sort of where I do it and how I do it, because you know, that will be giving the game away for others. Like I said, this is like an advantage for me. I want to keep it as best I can. I use this machine. This is a centrifugal tumbler. So in here we put 4 barrels, and in case you've not seen it before, these are the barrels we put in. Right, so I never put it on fully there because I've only got one hand, I'm holding the camera with the other. But you get the idea, that's how the barrel goes in. We've either got to have 2 or 4 barrels, you know, if you put one in one side, you'll have one in the other. There's 4 positions, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can have a barrel in 1 and 3, or 2 and 4, or you can have a barrel in 1, 2, 3 and 4. It's always got to be balanced, because this thing spins pretty fast, I think up to 175 RPM. So there's quite a lot of force. I think in the barrel it can get up to 20 Gs of force, which is quite a lot, to be honest. I think that's all I was going to show you with the tumbling today. Like I said, I'm not doing the tumbling, I just sort of show you how it's done and kind of how we do it roughly. And yeah. Back at the house now. For the last hour or 2, I have been not doing any work and reading philosophy. I don't think I should be doing that. So I'm going to go into town, got a couple of things to do. Hopefully that'll be like a reset button. I'll come back, do a bunch of work. That's the plan. Right, I need to buy some notepads now. Got my notepads, bought a couple of t-shirts as well. Truthfully, I am an absolute notepad addict. Bought 5 today, I bought 12 a few months ago. I think I've gone through them all. You know, I write daily journals, I design stuff, I use it for everything, strategizing business, strategizing my life. Just one of the best investments I make on a routine basis. Right, quick chat. There is something wrong. Definitely something wrong. Here's what I mean by that. Every day, I'm doing a video for you, and recently, I found it more difficult. I think I've mentioned that in a few videos. And I think that's because the type of life I lead. I don't lead some crazy action-packed life, and you probably don't want to see what's in my life. Perhaps a balance of work and, personal life maybe, but recently it's just been my life, and it's just been a few minutes a day, and I don't know, it's a struggle. It shouldn't be a struggle, I don't think. I really enjoy recording, I enjoy editing. It is hard work sometimes, but when I've got stuff to record and therefore good material to edit, you end up getting a great video. But that hasn't been happening lately, and I think the problem can be solved. And I think it can be solved with this. That there is a milling machine. When I started doing these daily videos, that was the plan, was to get one of those fairly quickly, and I could make projects and do things, and because I really can't do the things I want to do. I mean, we're working on the jet-powered skateboard, but I can only do so much of that at a time with my current tools. I want to do more mechanical stuff. That's what I want this YouTube channel to be about. That's, you know, it ties in with what I kind of want to do. It ties in with the business that I have already, making high-end titanium gear, that kind of stuff. I think I need to get one of these as soon as possible. And I say that for the benefit of me, but mainly for the benefit of you. I honestly don't think I can continue just showing you parts of my life in general without some sort of core thing. And that core thing is, you know, I think making crazy projects like jet-powered skateboards and things like that, and I think if I had a milling machine like that, a semi-manual conversational milling machine, it would really be something. There would be more than enough to show you every day. I'd be struggling, instead of just now where I kind of struggle to sort of take you with me and show you what I do, because a lot of it's just online, me sitting at the computer. If I had something else, I would be struggling what not to show you. Like, I think that's what it would be, you know, like there could be little projects, big projects, an ongoing sort of series. Yeah, give me your thoughts, but I'll probably just do my own thing anyway. And with that, I will leave you with a quote by perhaps the most famous Stoic philosopher. It's by Seneca, and he said, "There is nothing the busy man is less busied with than living. There is nothing that is harder to learn."